Aside from chicken wings, I think chicken thighs are definitely my favorite part of the chicken. Let's make some delicious teriyaki chicken thighs. I'm going to be making a marinade for the chicken. So all I added just now was some water. I'm adding some avocado oil. You can use your favorite cooking oil. Then I'm going to add baking soda and cornstarch. A little brown sugar. And some salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Whisk all of that together and then just coat some boneless chicken thighs. These were trimmed off the excess fat already, and we just need to rub that into the chicken thighs. The cornstarch and the baking soda, along with the other ingredients, they're going to help to get the thighs even more tender and juicy. That cornstarch is going to help it to have a beautiful golden color when we cook it in the oil. So, oil on the stove over medium-high heat. Cook the thighs maybe 5 to 6 minutes, then flip it and cook it another 6 or so minutes. If you are doing a lot more than I am, and it's not going to fit in the pans you have, you can just put it in the oven. So you could probably do 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how large they are. All right. I take the chickens out of the pan, then I added some oil, heated it up, and now I'm cooking minced garlic and ginger. A traditional teriyaki, you don't need to saute ginger and garlic, but I just love these two flavors, so I'm adding them. All right. So once they are golden and fragrant, then we're going to add orange juice, some soy sauce, a little orange zest, then I do some rice vinegar and white wine vinegar. Traditionally, you would use some sake and mirin. I don't have those, but I have these, so I'm going to use these just to kind of mimic the flavor a little bit. Okay. Then I add some brown sugar. Just stir all of this together. Teriyaki sauce is actually very simple, but of course we all like to add our own little things to it to make it a little different so we can enjoy it even more. So what I'm going to do now is add a slurry. This is a mixture of cornstarch and water. You can add a little at a time and then just let it simmer until it thickens up a little bit. You can just whisk this in for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Once it's nice and glossy and thick, not too thick, then it is good to go. So if the chicken is in the oven, you can use this to brush on the chicken on both sides, right? But we're doing it stovetop, so I'm gonna add those boneless thighs right back to this sauce and then baste each piece of chicken with that delicious sauce. After that, I'm gonna allow them to simmer for about a minute in the sauce, just so they can take on that flavor. Once you've simmered these, you are good to go. You can garnish with some green onions. Of course, for teriyaki, you don't have to add sesame seeds, but sometimes I add it just because I like it. This time I just did some green onions. It's perfectly fine. These are so juicy and flavorful, and you know what? Very easy. All right. You can have this with whatever you want, but I love to have it with plain rice and broccoli. Please give it a try and let me know in the comment section how it turns out. Thanks for watching.